major hotel brand looking to hire Grand Bahama residents. Nurses on Grand Bahama demonstrating against a new proposed shift system. And a young man honoring his mother as Breast Cancer Awareness Month comes to a close.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shashina Roll-Parkinson. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news, we begin with good news tonight. A major player in the hotel industry is providing job opportunities for residents on Grand Bahama. Persons seeking employment turning out in large numbers this morning at a job fair held by Sandals Emerald Bay at the Department of Labor. Sandals is looking for a number of employees for its Great Exuma Resort. Italia Hall has more in this report. There was only standing room inside of the Department of Labor as persons filled out applications, all hoping to be a part of Sandals' team. Human Resources Manager Tika White says this is not the first time that the company has visited Grand Bahama, while Operations Manager Sean Thompson says the last job fair was successful and they are expecting the same results this time around.
We are looking to hire approximately 40 persons, 40 to 50 persons. However, we do have a very fluid industry. We have persons who would be developed within our company from time to time, move to different regions, and so we're always seeking to have persons who we can shortlist for positions once they become available.
We have a plethora of opportunities that exist at Sandals Emerald Bay. So from our culinary department, which involves our kitchen cooks. Of course, we have from our water sports departments, we're looking for divers, we're looking for just pool and beach attendants. We also have from our landscaping department that we're looking for persons in that field. And we also looking for technical persons.
Assistant Director at the Department of Labor, Janet Russell, says they are pleased to partner with Sandals.
Unemployment here in Grand Bahama is very high. And our aim and our goal is to reduce unemployment here in Grand Bahama. So whenever a company or vacancies become available, we here at the Department of Labor would like to assist in helping our people here find employment.
These applicants say they are unemployed and they are just simply searching for a job opportunity.
I decided to come out to this job fair to give it a try because I'm not employed at this time because of the things. It's so rough in Freeport at this time.
I'm looking for better. And right now, there's nothing happening in Grand Bahama, so, you know, I want to work. I'm a A1 waitress. They call me the VIP waitress, and I want to show you what I'm good for.
I like working in the hotel industry. You get to meet different lots of people and experience different cultures. And it's a great opportunity to explore, you know, what you want to do and, you know, broaden your horizon.
Now, if you did not have an opportunity to be a part of the job fair today, well, you have another chance tomorrow, as Sandals will host another job fair at the St. Stephen's Parish Hall in 8 Mile Rock, Grand Bahama, beginning at 9 a.m. Reporting for ZNS Network News, I'm Italia Hall. Nurses standing in solidarity across the country this morning as they protest changes to take effect soon. Here on Grand Bahama, a large number of nurses assembled outside of the Rand Memorial Hospital where they held a peaceful demonstration. Now, they say they are not pleased with the shift system that the government is proposing, and they are calling on the Minister of Health to put a stop to the proposed plan. Italia Hall reports. The nurses marched from the foyer of the Rand Memorial Hospital, singing songs of worship. Asking God to cover them as they fight for their rights. They say they are calling on the powers that be to hear their concerns. These registered nurses say they have an issue with the proposed shifts that the government is planning to implement.
Most of the nurses worked a 10-hour shift. That is the shift that they're trying to eliminate. PHA has already said that they're going to 8-hour standardized shifts. The community is aware of that. The problem with that is it doesn't give the average nurse sleep time, family time, no time. And with that, you have nurses burnt out. You have nurses making, I could see more mistakes happening, medical errors. You have those things happening. And we don't want that. We want our nurses to stay and be able to provide quality health care for all people.
A lot of us are working mothers. And so could you imagine in the dark of the morning, us dropping our children off at 6 o'clock in the morning in the schoolyard? Who's going to be there for them?
We have to come together and let them know that we will not be treated this way and it will not be tolerated on any level from anybody.
A number of union executives were also a part of the demonstration, showing their support for the nurses.
The things that they are fighting for, I think they're within reason, and so we're here to express our support. I'm here from the Teachers Union. We have representatives from the Public Services Union. We have all the TUC union members here, as well as some of the other independent unions, to make sure that the nurses get a fair share and a fair understanding of their concerns and their needs.
Vice President of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas Trade Union Congress, Kirkland Russell, says his concern is the way that Bahamian nurses are treated.
These are the persons who take care of our sick, who take care of our elderly. These are the persons who make the utmost sacrifice to ensure that we are a healthy nation.
Italia Hall, ZNS Network News.
Now, the Minister of Health, Dr. Dwayne Sand, says that a letter of invitation has been sent to the Nurses Union to engage in further discussions on this matter. While a group of former Grand Lucayne workers making a special appeal tonight. 7 years ago, 37 employees were terminated from the Grand Lucayne Resort due to what management called gross insubordination. Well, tonight, a representative of these employees is making application to the government for those persons to be included in the voluntary employment separation package that is being offered to current workers at the hotel. As the government offers voluntary employment separation packages to staff at the Grand Lucayne Hotel, there is a group of former employees who were dismissed back in 2011 for reportedly leaving their workstations and assembling on the outside of the resort for a union meeting. Management terminated the group for insubordination, and the employees say they never received their severance pay. But now they believe that they are also entitled to a payout package. President of Creative Works, Peter Adderley, is now the public relations consultant for this group, and he says his aim is to ensure that these former workers finally get what they deserve.
They've made a contribution. Upon their dismissal in 2011, they did not receive severance. That is a separate matter. They've contributed to the building and the development and the value and the worth of the hotel, and we feel they are also entitled to the back pay that is being offered by the government. And so I've spoken personally to the Minister for Grand Bahama, who has committed to looking into the matter, and I will state and make a formal case for them and present something to him within 72 hours.
He adds that all relevant stakeholders will be copied and notes that within 72 hours, he will submit a formal package to the Minister for Grand Bahama.
At present, he was not able to confirm that they are part of the listing for the back pay, and that is of concern for all. And so with a challenged economy, people not having work or taking on odd jobs since that time, such a package would come at the right and meaningful time for them. And so I vowed to put forward a case for them and to fight for what I think they deserve and what they're entitled to. A number of them approached me to look into the matter for them. I understand there were some challenges with them having to pay legal fees, and I thought it best to use my God-given talents and to communicate on their behalf free of charge.
Last week, our ZNS News team spoke with attorney for the Commonwealth Union, Pleasant Bridgewater, who said a list of nearly 150 employees have been compiled and submitted to the government for separation packages. The attorney noted that based on her knowledge, former employees would be engaged as well. But Adderley says he has not spoken to Bridgewater due to the fact that he has been in communication with the minister.
My concern is, having spoken to the Minister for Grand Bahama, who is the voice and the face of the Prime Minister of the country, he could not confirm that they were part of the listing. And having been invited to give him their names formally and to state their case formally, I saw no need to make an approach to anybody else other than the government who will write these checks. And another concern is to have them wait to come on the back burner to then be paid after the Treasury would have already dispersed the first set of money. I want these people to be a part of a priority list to be paid at the same time that the present employees will be paid.
And he is confident that the government will do its part to ensure that these employees receive their long overdue pay. And if that doesn't happen,
obviously the next step will be protest, demonstration, and a legal attack for their rights. But I am optimistic. I'm optimistic. They've worked there. They've put in the time. They are part of the worth and the value of what that facility is today. And they were dismissed in 2011. They've made their contribution. They never received severance. My God, they can't now be neglected of being a part of this pay package.
In news from the crime beat, 2 Grand Bahama men hauled before the court on Friday. 23-year-old Gary L. Frith of number A4085 Quanyan Apartments was charged with armed robbery. Bail was denied. He was remanded to the Bahamas Department of Corrections, and the case was adjourned to January 29th of next year. 18-year-old Ryan Darius of 149 Juju Close in Freeport was charged with receiving. Now, he pled guilty and was given a conditional discharge for 5 years. In default, he will have to pay a $3,000 fine or serve 18 months at the Bahamas Department of Corrections. The incident occurred on Monday, October 22nd in Freeport. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Stay with us. There's more news right after this break.